Yo, what's up guys? Today we're gonna make a video about ScanLister. These are basic questions that I had for myself when I was setting up ScanLister when I first started. So with that being said, we're gonna talk about conditioning notes, we're gonna talk about SKU prefix, we're gonna scan some books in, we're also gonna create a shipment and ship it off to Amazon. But I wanted to make this quick video because I just got done downloading ScanLister to my MacBook. And these were basic questions that I had for myself when I was setting up ScanLister, especially when I was just starting my business. I'm not telling you how to run your business, but this is a how-to video for ScanLister. So I'm going to be going through everything: settings, conditioning notes, types of conditioning notes you guys have, the SKU prefix, and etc. And that will be basically it, or maybe even how to create a shipment. So let's just dive in really quick, because that's what you're here for, right? So first things first, we have the SKU prefix. The SKU prefix is something that keeps track of your books, especially when you're shipping them out. So the first thing I have titled here is my company, what I'm using them books for, the month, year, and what batch I'm on during that month. Okay. The sequence, you always want to start that on 0, because when you scan your first book, it's going to come out to be number 1. So I've messed up a couple times, or if you ever delete an item, you're going to want to reverse that number, right? So let's say I'm at number 2 and I delete number 2, well, it's gonna think you're going to number 3, so you still have to change this sequence number, okay? It doesn't do it automatically is what I should say. You then have the supplier. We'll edit that in the settings. You have the default price. I keep my default price at $99.99, so when they arrive in inventory, they're not overly priced, so then my auto repricer will change them for me. You have default number here, default quantity, I apologize, and then you have the cost per unit. You have conditioning notes. You have used like new, very good, good, all the way down to brand new and acceptable. Your condition notes are super simple. We'll edit those in the settings. And then depending on what marketplace you're selling, and you have listing either in detailed or bulk. I select bulk all the time because I am sending out about 500 to 1,000 books per week. So let's quickly dive into settings and adjust these settings. We'll go ahead and start with Amazon Fulfilled. So that's the company name. I'm not going to put that information there. I'll leave this blank for now, but you guys can fill that out for yourselves. Moving to Merchant Fulfilled options. I like to keep this as is. I don't change any of this. When I go to detailed listing, do I change anything? I keep everything the same. Merchant match low merchant fulfilled price, if that's what you're doing. And then settings for ship, that depends on what place you're in. Where I'm at, it's 2.75, and then 51 cents. Show Keepa graph, and we're gonna sell on FBA unless you do merchant fulfilled. Moving to suppliers, you can edit your suppliers in there. You can add new and remove. Your SKU pattern, mine, I choose sequence, and this is what's going to print on your label when you're labeling it for your book. The next one's going to be prefix, and then we're gonna go ahead and add couple more. This one will be month, year, and then condition. So we want to do month, year, condition, and then we want to do supplier. And that's how I do that. And then my sequence, I always do at 6. Oh shoot. Let's go ahead and add that sucker again. Sequence 6. That's okay, we'll edit it later, but that, you want that to be 6. There we go. Okay, and then we want this at the top. Then we want to do prefix, month, year, condition, and supplier. Okay, now this is how I format my label. The next thing we're going to do is hit condition notes. Depending on what you choose, conditioning notes, I only stick to the main three, which are acceptable, good, and like new. And I do minor to moderate, moderate to heavy. I can't edit the notes right now for some reason, so we'll edit that later. We're going to go ahead and move on to condition. We're going to keep those conditions as the same. Options. What I do right here is max price is going to be $2.99. No, max price will be $2.99.99. Minimum price is $1. Box content, I like to keep this for 90 days. And then adjust quantity when multiple ASINs with the same condition and conditions are not added. Nope, I uncheck that so that it is separate. I then hit printer settings, and depending on what printer you're using, I have a Dymo, which is not hooked up to this yet, so I still have to hook a few things up. If you have a Dymo, great. Or if you have a Zebra, cool. Go ahead and hit save and close next, okay? After that, it's very basic. What you do when you're scanning in a book, you're going to highlight the barcode area. You're going to make sure that this bottom part right here where it says list is fulfilled by Amazon. And these are all left alone, and these are used for when you're shipping out products. So let's go ahead and scan a couple books in, okay? You see, and then they scan pretty quick. Just scanned 4 books in. So with those books being scanned in, you're going to see the sequence up here at the top left change. And right here, you're going to see that it's still on book number 4, which is what we want. The great thing about this, if you ever misplace books or you just can't find the book, because Amazon sometimes doesn't let you ship out all the books to the same place, unless they've updated that. You're gonna see the title right here. Then you have title, author, publisher, and binding. With that being said, look, here's what I'll do. I'll actually go ahead and continue and ship out a shipment for you. So let's go ahead and list these books. It tells you to please listing complete, please wait for 5 minutes. The reason they're asking you to wait 5 minutes is because they want to make sure that that information is being sent to Amazon. So I give it about 5 minutes, and the very next thing you're going to hit is shipping plan. And shipping plan will show up, which would be this, and you're going to enter in, which this will already be entered in for you from when you entered in your account information and your settings. Okay. You're going to go ahead and do plan shipment to be test 1, address, it's going to be 9999 First Ave. Oh, that's the name, right? So copy, delete, LA Wonder, and then go ahead and paste the city, LA, district, don't need a district, and state, Utah. California. Cities, Los Angeles, right? So then you're gonna hit OK, and when you hit OK, you're gonna go to your Amazon account. You're gonna pull up shipping plans. At shipping plans, you're gonna look at pending shipments. It's the next tab over, I believe, and you will see that shipment there. When you're done hitting verifying that shipment is all entered in correctly, you're gonna go ahead and hit continue. And when you get there, you're just gonna process and send out all your books. I hope this was super beneficial to you guys. If it was, please again like and subscribe to our YouTube channel.